Welcome to the Canadian Tile Pros YouTube channel, guys. My name is Saul, and in this episode we're going to talk about the difference between porcelain and ceramic tiles, but we're going to really focus on the performance of these tiles. Stay tuned. Alright, so let's just get started right here. Porcelain versus ceramic. What are the main differences between these two tiles? Okay, let's start with the factor of water absorption. That is pretty important for everyone when they're installing tiles into their home. Obviously, porcelain tiles are a lot more dense, so that would make them a lot more water resistant than ceramic tiles. But you hear this all the time saying, oh, ceramic tiles are they absorb more water than porcelain tiles. But you have to also consider the fact that, are the tiles glazed or unglazed? That makes a factor. A glazed ceramic tile has almost 0%, very close to 0% water absorption. And that's why a lot of times you might see ceramic tiles installed in shower walls, because again, that glaze is a very strong barrier towards water absorption. The most important thing to consider when it comes to porcelain ceramic tiles is their composition, which makes a difference in terms of where they can actually be installed. The composition of ceramic tiles is a lot more simpler than porcelain tiles. Ceramic tiles are basically made with silica and clay. And then it gets heated at a certain temperature. But porcelain tiles are a lot more, few more things inside. So it still has clay, still has silica, but then you got felt, you got flint, feldspar, and you got flint, and you also have sometimes like chips of recycled porcelain tiles. Sometimes they would include that in there as well, very fine grain, and also sometimes you might have quartz in there as well. So it all depends on the manufacturer, but just so you know that there's a lot more other things that go into making a porcelain tile, and also it gets heated to or in the way you can think about it, cooked at a much higher temperature. So that makes porcelain tiles a lot more dense, and as a result they become more heavier, and ceramic tiles are obviously going to be a lot lighter because of less things. So why does that matter? Well, ceramic tiles then, because they're a lot more softer, you have to be very careful if you're going to be installing them on the floor, because depending on the type of load that they're going to be going over those tiles, that's going to make it could be a problem for you down the line. So porcelain tiles, a lot more dense, so you're going to have them, you can install them on walls and floors, but there is actually a standard in terms of what the minimum requirement is for a porcelain tile to be able to even use on floors, and that's by the ASTM C648. You can look that up. That's basically the American Society for Testing and Materials, and the document is C648, and it talks about things like dynamic load, which is a load that might be moving, static load, which is just in one place, and what it really looks at is the breakage strength of tiles. And for instance, for a ceramic tile, the breakage strength is about 125 pounds, which is pretty small for a floor. That's why in most cases you don't see ceramic tiles being installed on the floor. They typically install on the walls. But for a porcelain tile, it's a lot higher, and for a porcelain tile to be able to be used on the floor, it has to meet a minimum of 250 pounds. And there's obviously porcelain tiles that are a lot higher than that, and that would make it more suitable for commercial applications. So in residential settings, I think that definitely matters. Commercial settings, that definitely matters, because you don't want to have to deal with repairs down the line. The other very important aspect of the difference between these two with regards to performance is the abrasion resistance. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, ceramic tiles are a lot softer than porcelain tiles, which make them more prone to abrasion. Even if they might have a glaze on it, the glaze can wear a lot, have a lot more wear and tear than, for instance, a glazed tile on a porcelain tile, glazed on a porcelain tile. And so the main difference between these two is that porcelain tiles are going to have a higher abrasion resistance than ceramic tiles. And that can be a factor when it comes to scratches that might develop over time on the tile, but also stuff like shoe scuff marks, which can be a problem in commercial settings. Let's say you put tile in an office, and through just normal foot traffic, you start to see these shoe scuff marks develop. That's not really something you want to see over time develop, and sometimes can be very hard to remove. So high abrasion resistant tiles is what you want to go for high traffic commercial settings. So that's sort of kind of the main things I wanted to go over when it comes to the difference between ceramic and porcelain tiles with regards to performance. The final note I would say is that porcelain tiles are becoming a lot more popular now. So when you go into a tile shop, even in our tile shop, almost most of our tiles is going to be porcelain tiles, just because it's just more durable. You can apply them in multiple locations. You really don't have to worry too much about them breaking. But the thing that also plays into this as well is how it's installed and the system that's being used to install these tiles as well. That makes a difference as well. So it's like an onion, and all the different layers kind of tying together in order to make the complete picture. And if you look at some of the other videos I will make a video about the type of systems that are installation systems that are used for wall applications and floor applications, and this is an important thing that to consider as well. So I hope you got a little bit of information about the difference between these two tiles from this video. My name is Saul, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching this video. My goal is to help all Canadians learn about tile and tile installations, so everyone can benefit from all this information that's available to us. So if you like this information, please show your support and hit that subscribe button and the like button, and we'll see you in the next video.